What's up, everybody? We're just hanging out, hanging with Scarcasm. We're having putting some videos up and reacting to them. Completely different shit, but I think it's gonna be fun.
So we're starting this off, and like we're gonna start doing more reactions and things of that nature, so that we can, not necessarily like raise our profile, but like we just think this is a little bit of fun. And I watch reaction videos all day, every day, so this is nothing new for me. But just actually sitting down and doing a reaction is going to be the different part of this. So we're each gonna take one. Like this is day one. This is the test run. We each brought something to the table, and it's not gonna be just straight one thing. Like with whatever is interesting, and usually on YouTube, we're bringing it to the crew, and we're gonna react to it. Now, usually, person who's suggesting this with the crew has seen it or heard it or experienced it. So we can, like, whoever brings this to the table cannot say much until the end.
Right.
Cannot say much until the end. There's going to be times when we stop it, where we give our kind of our impressions a certain amount of way in, so that we can kind of break it up a little bit, algorithm and all of that kind of stuff. We ain't trying to get sued. So yeah, I think we're gonna do it. Chase is up first, and what you got for us?
This is Polyphia and their song "G.O.A.T," and they're not
LeBron James?
no, they're a completely instrumental band, and they are. I really don't know too much about them. I've only heard a few songs by them. They're the guy played drums, or the guy that plays drums for pretty much every band I've ever been in, and that we were hanging out before the pandemic, and he put these guys on just to be like, dude, these guys are crazy, talented, and all this. I was like, I mean, it's cool. I dig it. It's not really like my completely cup of tea, because I definitely like a lot more I guess experimental, simpler things, because I like things that I think I can do, and I definitely cannot do this shit.
Okay, that also goes into my thing. Blue is coming with something completely different, but yeah. So let's get to it, and let's see what you got. It looks like the guitar air guitar.
You said we had to pause, so
Okay, so far, I think it sounds really dope. I think it's weird that he's playing a drum set, but the drums sound all digital. Like, I don't know whether
you caught that too.
I don't know whether that sound is a placeholder, or does he have those things on his drums to make the digital sounds? Because I've seen those.
I think when they would talk about, and this happens with like metal bands that have really really fast double kick, they will, and it's not really that fast really. They do something called trigger, where the acoustic sound triggers a program to replace the sound. So everything you're doing is replacing it with an artificial sound.
Okay, yeah, because I've seen things where drummers have like the triggers actually on the drum is like a little sensor on the drum. I've seen them have the little box on the side where they hit that to trigger the digital sounds, and I've also seen where they had things like on the rim of the drum. So like
and he could have done that in the studio, but then in the video, it's just,
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. It looked like it was just like I heard what you said. I guess I acknowledge what you mentioned, Scar, is that you can tell when he was playing that there was sound that was coming that wasn't being produced by what he was physically doing.
Right.
So
I mean, half the time, like guitars are like unplugged in a video too. So
yeah, and like, but that dude, I mean, like, I do like the beat though. Like, it's some bass slapping going on. Yeah. Like there's bass slapping in there.
Yeah, I'm you know me. I'm a hip hop head. I'm a down south hip hop head. That 808s sound.
Strong, ain't it?
Yeah, nigga. So yeah, I dig it so far. I noticed the Guitar Hero 3 guitar because it's the same it's the same type of guitar, but it has the same pattern that Starburst pattern.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's called Starburst.
It has the exact same.
Or Sunburst. Sorry,
Sunburst. Yeah, it has the exact same pattern and colors as the Guitar Hero guitar.
Yeah, I think that started with like Stratocasters, and I think that's what the Guitar Hero guitar is modeled after.
Hey Chase, could you drop the volume a little bit? I'm wearing these new IEMs, and that volume was hitting hard. Is it loud for you, Scar? Okay, it may just be me. I'll turn my volume down. Keep it rolling.
All right.
Yo, that shot in the background with the sun cascading through, that's a hard shot to do.
Yeah.
What's that called? In video games, what's it called?
God rays.
Ray tracing.
Yeah.
Oh,
God rays, yeah.
Polyphia got ray tracing.
I like that transition though.
Yeah, that was nice.
And he walked through and it changed. They basically hit the white behind him. He picking that bass, ain't it?
Yeah.
Stanky, man. That bass is stanky.
Yeah, doing a little slap too,
Yeah, that bass is stanky. I'm Go ahead.
I was watching a video of what's his name? Graham. From what's his name? The bass player.
I don't know.
Is it Larry Graham?
From who?
He played bass for no, he played bass. He played bass for shoot, you know this the song the Dance to the Music.
Oh, Sly and the Family Stone.
Yes, Sly and the Family Stone. But he is the person who came up with. So he's the one that's credited that coming up with slapping bass.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And he's also Drake's uncle.
What? That's crazy. So
Larry Graham is Drake's uncle. Because Drake's real name is Aubrey Graham. But he said what happened was he was performing at for a church and stuff like that, and the drummer didn't show up to a gig. So what he did was he slapped the bass and
to simulate a drum.
He slapped the bass to make a more percussive sound as like a bass drum, and picking the strings made more of like a snarey type sound in order to in order to accommodate not having a drummer for that gig.
Nice. So he pretty much re-engineered like a drum sound out of a bass guitar to start that whole thing.
Yes,
because a lot of like I know you guys don't really fuck with this, but like if I hear like bluegrass and there's a drummer, it doesn't sound right because originally like it was a completely acoustic genre. So like if you're playing with a drummer, you're going to need to be amplified because you cannot out-drown a drummer. So that's why you have that like boom chicka because the whatever the rhythm that's not the lead is the percussion. And actually a banjo is a percussion instrument anyway, it's a snare drum. But
yes, it's a snare drum with strings across it.
Mm-hmm.
But and now also an African instrument. Like we associate it with like country music and bluegrass and all of that kind of stuff, but the origin of the banjo is Africa.
Yeah.
Word. So I will say I'm a fan of these. I'm a fan of how they're using the same progression the entire song, but they're just putting a different stank on it. I guess every 4 measures or whatever. Like they're just changing the progression, how they're getting through it. I want to know if they're gonna put a little Latin flavor on some of it. I'm looking forward to seeing if it's gonna happen.
I don't see that happening. Not because we got like a minute left.
Right.
They might.
Right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play the new one too because you guys have a little bit longer and these are pretty short songs. But I just heard that today and I was thinking that I didn't want to say flamenco, but
okay.
When you think of technical like guitar work on acoustic, all of a sudden you're like flamenco, and it's not.
Yeah. It
definitely has that flavor, I guess. But.
Okay. Yeah, that acoustic. Yeah, I wonder what he had that. I wonder what the dude who was playing out the acoustic. I guess it was the dude in the hoodie. I wonder what he had that. What he had that tune to, because it was definitely making a familiar like Latin sound on that. Especially when he started playing quick there at the end.
I thought that it was. Personally, I thought it was dope. I mean, yeah. I like instrumental music, and I learned a long time ago that if you're writing and you have writer's block, listening to music without words, it's extremely helpful.
Well, I learned that in any sort of like homework or work, that if I'm listening to music with words, I get distracted by the words.
Yes, very much so.
I study. I work and study, listen to classical music. I used to listen to the lo-fi beats stuff, but I found that the more hip hop and the more engaging it is rhythmically for me, the less I concentrate, the more I lose focus. So I love to stay with the classical stuff or violin covers and things like that. That's what I study.
I dig lo-fi beats, but it seems that genre has completely stagnated. And it's all the same shit. And
Yep. And it. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's in the name.
Basically, y'all call it lo-fi beats the new reggaeton. The reggaeton all sounded exactly the same, and you're just like, okay. Are y'all
the only song anybody ever knows is Gasolina.
Right. But I like this. I thought it was funky.
Yeah. They definitely getting down.
Yeah, I really dug it. I think I would probably look them up. I would probably look for more of their music.
Was that G.O.A.T by Dilemma or Dilemma by G.O.A.T? What was it?
Polyphia G.O.A.T.
Polyphia G.O.A.T. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, of course, it's about LeBron James. So.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's what I thought. Actually, it'd be MJ for me, but it is what it is. That ain't this show.
That ain't this show. We can do one of those. Now, here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the problem with those. Here's the problem with those is like if you watch like a mixtape of like Jordan, you watch a LeBron mixtape,
Right.
One really stands out way more than the other.
Yeah.
And it's not LeBron. Like
no, it is not. It is MJ by a country mile, man.
Yeah, but see, here's the problem. I mean, the idea that LeBron is bigger, stronger, faster. Like some of the things that he can do, like with his dunks and stuff like that, and like blocking shots and things of that nature,
right.
They look way better. But like when it comes to like the idea of like I am going to score the basketball and you can't stop me.
I wish you would try to stop me.
Yeah, I wish you would. that changes things. So, but yeah, I really dug this. I think I'm going to look up some more of this stuff, probably, especially after we watch the next one, which we're not going to air the second one right after we air the first one.
So you think that these should be split up?
Yes, absolutely. I think they should be split up. So we're gonna take a pause for the cause, and we're gonna be back with more Hanging with Scarcasm, and we're gonna watch some other stuff. So we'll be back in your ear holes, in your eye holes later with some more Hanging with Scarcasm, so we can do some more reviews and reactions to some more things. And for the homies, we'll be back in your ear holes and eye holes next episode.
Did you say ear holes and hose next?
I said ear holes and eye holes.
Okay.
Why don't you say ear/eye holes so people don't, so they don't get confused?
No, because I usually say ear holes for the podcast.
Right.
But usually, most of that is audio only. So I had to switch it up and add the eye holes. So maybe next episode I won't say that.
Hashtag off the cuff.
Look, hashtag we fuck up, players fuck up. Hashtag players fuck up. So we'll be back with y'all for the next one. We're recording 4 in this session, and I think we're all to a good start. I really like that. So yeah, we'll be back with the next one. Hanging with Scarcasm.